Okay, hey fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle, and today I wanted to do a really quick video comparison for you guys because you seem to like these, where I show you two plants that people very commonly mix up, and I explain to you the differences between them. So today I wanted to talk about Scindapsus. So we've gone over how to care for Scindapsus. I can leave that linked for you guys up here. You watched me chop and prop my Scindapsus Splash. If you want to see updates on how those cuttings are doing, I absolutely can update you on that. It's been a few weeks, so they've had time to start rooting and putting out little nubs of growth here and there. So that's pretty exciting. And the mother plant is doing very, very well since her chop. So I guess we'll just get right into it. I'm showing you the splash, so I might as well keep showing you the splash. But I think that majority of us, oh, dead leaf. It's part of the cycle. It's okay. It's okay. So this Exotica looks a little funky because of where I have her in the window. She's getting like light from the window, then there's a grow light. She's kind of like a little bit all over the place, but here's a side where you can see a lot of her leaves facing one direction. This is the side that faces the window, and then I have her like kind of trailing off the side, and she's just all over the place. But you could see that this variegation, let me get a little bit closer for you so we can be really up close and personal, okay? So the Exotica is interesting because you're always going to get a very similar variegation pattern. Granted, every leaf is different, of course. They're not complete carbon copies of each other, but you're always going to get the same areas of variegation, if that makes sense. So you're always going to have this midrib, which is this line that goes down the center of the leaf, is called the midrib, is always going to be this dark green color. And then the middle sections of these leaves here between the midrib and the edge, you're going to have a majority of the silver variegation concentrated on this area of the leaf. And then as it spreads out to the edge, it starts to get a little bit more splashy. So you're going to see that pretty consistent with every leaf to varying degrees. So you're always going to have this darker midrib. Most of the silver tends to concentrate here, and then it starts to get splashy around the edges. So again, each leaf is going to be different, but that is the way that the variegation is commonly dispersed on this plant. And then we have the splash, which is literally exactly what it sounds like. It's just completely splashy all over the whole entire leaf. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me see if I can hold them both up in the frame at the same time. I mean, when I hold them up next to each other like this, it's almost like annoyingly obvious how different they are. But when you see only the one in the store, it can be hard to tell the difference. That's really it. And I don't know if you can tell that the green on this looks darker than the green on this. Is just overall like a more medium toned green as opposed to like this darker midrib. It's not quite as dark, the leaves on here. And then obviously this variegation is much more contrasting because of that. So you have that really intense silver and that darker green color going on, as opposed to this one where it's really just splashy all over, and you almost have different shades of green mixing with the silver in there. It almost looks painted, like watercolor painted, which is absolutely stunning. Love these. Let's see if I can get a better shot of that leaf next to one of these. Oh, yeah, I mean, other than that, they grow pretty much exactly the same. They just look very, very different. And you guys would have seen me repot my jade Scindapsus, which is just this dark green color on the whole entire leaf. And I have lots of other Scindapsus varieties, the Silver Hero, which is literally just silver, the silver color on the whole entire leaf. So I do think though that sometimes the Splash and the Exotica can be difficult to tell apart. So yeah, nothing really like super duper exciting about this. Let me know in the comments below which one you prefer, if you have one, if you have both, if you hate Scindapsus and couldn't care less. If you don't understand the hype of the Splash, I understand, because it's not actually that much prettier, in my opinion, than the Exotica. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I think this is an absolutely stunning plant. Like, that variegation is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I just think that this one is much more striking, and it just, I don't know. Exotica is one of my favorites, and it'll always be one of my favorites because I love the contrast and the silvery variegation on the leaves. Fun fact, silver variegation is actually referred to as reflective variegation because the reason why it appears silver is that there are air bubbles that are like little teeny tiny bits of air get trapped in between the leaf tissues, and it reflects the sun and it appears silver. So it's also called reflective variegation, which I think is really fun. It's one of my favorite types of variegation, in case you didn't notice, because I love silvery plants. So different from other types of variegation. I am more than happy to dig deeper into some of this more sciencey stuff if you guys are interested in that, because I'm kind of a science nerd, so I don't mind talking about it. That's why I know the science behind silver variegation. I just find it very, very interesting. So yeah, this is the Exotica. This is the Silver Splash. These are definitely becoming more readily available on the market, so please, please, please do not spend a bunch of money on them. I am propagating it as well. I will have them available for a decent price once you consider shipping and packaging and all the materials that I used to propagate it with and all of that stuff. So if you're ever wondering why plants are expensive on Etsy, that's why. I mean, we have to charge just a little bit more so that we make a profit, or else nobody would be selling plants on Etsy. So keep that in mind for sure. But I do my absolute best to make sure that I am giving you guys the lowest price possible, because I'm a plant collector as well, and I understand that we love a good deal, and they're just plants. So I don't know. I don't see why plants would ever cost like thousands and thousands of dollars, but you do you, boo. I am not hating on people who spend lots of money on plants. I just think that something that grows at the same rate at which this grows should cost the same amount of money. Do you understand what I mean? So these are definitely more readily available if you want to hold out and look for one in person, or if you want to support me and buy one from me. They should be ready hopefully in the next couple of months for Etsy. So yeah, that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it was informative. If you want to know basic care tips and how to propagate Scindapsus, then definitely check out that video that I have linked for you after this one. I'll leave it in the description box as well. I can pin it to the top of the comments if I remember as well. Or you can just go into my playlists, my plant care playlist, and it should be the most recent one because I did film it recently. So you'll see this girl, actually her sister, over at David's, I used for the thumbnail. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to join the official plant fam so that you can chat with me, chat with the other members, hang out, use some cool emojis, get to be behind the scenes with a lot of this stuff. I mean, I get a lot of my ideas from you guys. Honestly, you inspire a lot of my content with your questions and things that you talk to me about and ask me about in the conversations that we have. So definitely come say hi. I'm really slow to respond to my DMs. I apologize, but I do try and keep up daily with the group chat. So if you want to be a part of that, definitely check out that join button and we will be happy to have you. We're like a little family and I absolutely love it. So anyway, I'm going to go. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more like this, let me know in the comments below what plants you have a hard time discerning between. I'm going to definitely be doing more Hoya species soon because I have a lot of them and there are so many that it can get very confusing. It's hard to tell them apart if you don't have both of them side by side. So I'm rambling. I'm gonna go. I love you, fam. If you like my sweatshirt that I'm wearing today, it says I need space. Let me get back up here. Oh, I need like a chair. I'm sitting on the floor and it hurts. It says I need space for my plants. This is from Hello Fancy Plants. And I highly, highly recommend. I have a link down below. If you shop through my link, you get an automatic discount and I get a little bit of commission as well. So I appreciate you. If you do buy anything, definitely post on Instagram and tag me and let me know that you bought it because you saw it on me. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you, fam, and I will see you in the next one.